And just before we get ready with episode 74 of Superstar Spotlight, I want to thank all my great sponsors, the sexy people, the beautiful bastards out on the wrestling scene doing what they do. My homie Ian30, the man with the plan that always makes my intros, outros, Facebook reels, Instagram clips, all that good stuff. All that is the good work of Ian30. Hit him up for something cool if you want a cool video package. We also got the Skittle Squad. Shout out Skittle doing the damn thing in his Discord every week when he can. We've got the flag right behind me, always representing. We got an event Wednesday at the time of this recording, the 4-year anniversary, the big one. Be there. Ask Skittle, find out what you're missing out on. We also got Pookie wrestlers outside the Canadian region. Shout out Pookie for making all these cool Pookie-fied wrestlers, just like this one right here. Gonna get that in sticker formation soon. And we also have the Bocce Boys. Shout out Hammer and the crew. Once again, another great flag I have hanging right behind me. And it's just always good vibes with the Bocce Boys. Go to their website, get a shirt, get a flag, get a sticker, get a patch. Tell them Dewey the Hot Dog sent you as I pour my nice icy cold cup of Sunny D. And we also have, last but not least, of course, B-Dub Photos. Shout out Becca doing the damn thing. Get a cool photographer to do a cool photographer thing. And my guest for the evening, well, it's the one, the only, the demented Chucky Bates. Joins me on a live Zoom call. And we are here with Chucky Bates. Chucky Bates, welcome to the Soup Kitchen Studios. How are you doing on this lovely evening, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic, Dewey.
Hell yeah, and as you can tell, Chucky Bates, one of Wisconsin's finest lunatics. And we'll kick it off with this question here, Chucky Bates. Where is the loony bin located? That's a fan-submitted question.
That's a good question, actually. There's not really an answer for that.
It's at
But
the
if you want,
undisclosed location.
if it, yeah, it started with the Sheboygan Insane Asylum, the abandoned one in Sheboygan, and then it kind of bounced around. Specifically, I bounced around quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I've seen you bounce around quite a bit right in that wrestling ring, and now I gotta know, Chucky Bates, what made you want to become a professional wrestler? And any memory of your first wrestling match?
Oh, I remember it very clearly. So my dad was he was into every sport except for wrestling, ironically. And he got me going on all those sports from baseball to basketball to swimming to tennis. I ended up doing a year of football after he passed, but that's the main thing. After I lost my dad, I kind of lost my passion for any sport. Like I didn't want to do baseball anymore. I was still okay with tennis, but I didn't like it. And I obviously didn't want to swim or do football, but wrestling, I just, like most people that I've heard from, when they get into wrestling, they get into it through the action figures and all the merchandise. I was kind of the same way. At the time they came out with these very tiny action figures, probably no bigger than like 2 inches tall or something. Uh, they were called WWE Rumblers. I was addicted to those things. Like I collected damn near every one of them. Uh, I think out of all of the ones that were created, I think I only am missing like 3 or 4. But yeah, it kind of started with that, and then when I found out that, oh, these aren't just action figures; these are real people. And my uncle, from my mom's side, he was a really big Crusher and Vern Gagne and Mad Dog Vachon fan. He was a fan of all the good stuff. He told me stories about how he watched Hogan and Andre, I believe, on his wedding night, which which is something. Sorry, you're muted, buddy.
Oh shit, sometimes I don't realize that. Damn, like I
It's
told
all
you
good.
earlier,
It's all good.
computers
I'm
like
glad we
playing
caught it. I'm
games
glad we
on
caught it
us.
now. But yeah, that's basically the story. He found out that I started getting an interest in wrestling, and he took me to my first real show, and I got to watch a whole bunch of really old stars that I had no clue were as famous as they were. Like I got to take a picture in the ring with Kevin Nash, and I didn't even know who he was.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
And I still have a grudge against my cousin because he lost the only hard copy picture we had of that moment. But it's still
Oh,
there. I still have some backups that my uncle took from a distance. But yeah, that was my first event.
oh
And
my
ever
God,
since
that is
then I
so
was hooked.
cool. I was about to say, and then after you get hooked, did you start yarding? Did you go find the school?
I mean, I'll admit, my brother and I had a lot of fun in our backyard and inside the house and ticked off our relatives so much because we were always fighting. I love
Oh,
him.
you
I love him.
always wrestling.
Yeah, I
And
was the one who kept with it. My brother kind of grew out of it, but I stuck with it, and eventually I just found Frankie's school at the Thumper's Den with Bruce City Wrestling, and let's see, I think I started training there about March of 2017 because I
oh
vaguely
damn.
remember the first show I attended for Bruce City was their March show. And it was 2017. I have the DVD cover still. Um,
Well,
and then fast forward to June of 2018, I had my first match. I don't remember the location, but it was a fireman's picnic, um, kind of close to Watertown, if memory serves me right. Um, but yeah, I remember this because it was also the anniversary of my dad's passing, so it was a very easy date to remember, but it was June 2nd, 2018, and I made my debut alongside the manservant Baxter, and uh, we fought against another debuting team of Chuco and Jay Manny, the Caribbean Connection. They were known as the Caribbean Connection back then, but now they're better known as the Caribbean Arrogance.
I think I have met that Chuco gentleman once.
Yeah.
I could see why they call them that tag team that. I love it. Well, so how long have you been totally wrestling for? You said 2017, 2018. So we're
If we're
looking
going
at,
from training, yeah, March of 2017, so that would be almost 9 years.
oh my goodness. And now I gotta know Chucky Bates. What when did you add the hardcore deathmatch arsenal into your move set?
Okay. Uh, hate to burst your bubble, but I'm gonna set the record straight. I am not a deathmatch wrestler.
Oh,
I
I know.
I do street fights every now and then because it takes the edge. It adds more fuel into the passion, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't consider myself a deathmatch wrestler because I find that insulting to the guys who are. Because I'm not a deathmatch wrestler. I'm not nearly as tough as those guys. I respect the hell out of them for all the stuff that they do. And every now and then I'll get the itch or the urge to want to join them in that kind of match capacity, but I will never call myself a deathmatch wrestler. I know guys who are kind of on the same boat as me, but if they want to be labeled as that, I say it's all theirs. But I will not hold that because I feel like I'm disrespecting the guys who are actually working hard for it. Because the more I think about it, I just try to adopt the mindset of one of them, and they just say, "Look at this kid. He probably wrestles one street fight a year, every 2 months, and I'm working death matches every weekend, three
Yeah.
days a weekend, and it's just like I choose not to be that kind of guy."
Yeah. Well,
But
then I will
it happens.
reiterate the question then. Chucky Bates, what is your favorite street fight that you ever been in?
That I've ever been in, easily this last year. I really wish you were here for this if you weren't. I had a three stages of hell match with Gunnar Wicks at
I
Bruce
was
City
not.
Wrestling. It was in March of 2015. It was Bruce City's first one too. And let's just say I'm still feeling the effects from all the blood loss I had in
Oh
that match.
goodness.
Yeah, he wrapped a big pair of shackles around his hand and he popped me right in the head. But the chain wasn't securely fastened, so it got me in the
Oh,
groin a few
ow.
times. I was pouring blood that night, and it was also just disturbingly glorious.
Oh
It was
yeah,
I
there's
was
an art
so
to it.
happy, not because it was over, but because of just what happened. I was so happy, so relieved that we were able to do that.
Absolutely. Well, I also got to know then, Chuggy Bates. We'll keep talking about the street fights here. What's your favorite weapon to use in a street fight?
It's gone back and forth multiple times over the years. Like when I had my first one, I wanted to use a kendo stick so bad, and then later it became cookie sheets and all sorts of other things. But right now, my favorite is actually a tiki torch.
Oh, yeah, I remember you and Gigi Jacobs were using
Yeah,
the tiki torches. That
that
was
was
pretty
actually the last time
cool.
I broke one of those out, and it. One of my favorite things about it is like there's 100 things you can do with it. It's not just
Oh
you use it,
yeah.
you can break it over somebody, which you can. Every time I break it, something's flying off of it,
Oh
which I
yeah.
just think is really cool. But the other thing is those spikes at the end. I don't even have to gimmick them. I don't even have to put more weapon stuff or thumbtacks on them. I could just stab
Oh
them with
yeah.
the top.
Cause oh my god, a wooden tiki torch, you got all those little splinters and it just breaks off and it still looks painful compared to other stuff, but yeah. A tiki torch is definitely good. What about some other ones that you got?
Other ones, a couple of years ago, I had a guy at a show I was working for, Three Rings of Doom in Indiana, I believe, and this guy made the most picture perfect barbed wire baseball bat I ever saw, and I actually asked him to make me one if he wasn't going to give me the one that he had, and I think I gave him like $20 and he made it for me. And the next time I went out there, I got it. I still have it. In
Oh
fact,
hell
it's
yeah.
so popular that Dysfunction constantly requests to use it in certain matches, which I think is really cool.
Hell
And I
yeah,
got to use it against him too, which was also a good honor.
that's pretty cool. I was about to say, is that the same one I saw a clip recently? I don't know where, but Dis lit a barbed wire baseball bat on
That
fire.
was mine.
Yeah,
Yep,
and I was
that was
saying he
mine.
hit Bobby V with it.
Ah, Bobby.
Ah, yes, I love that little rascal. He's such a character. But I gotta know, Chucky Bates, what are some of your goals going into 2026?
Easily traveling. Like you said, I've been out and about and I really want to get out there this year. Things kind of slowed down for me last year, but this year I'm already lining up a few dates. Uh, More specifically, I really want to get out.
Yeah, hell yeah. Nothing
Right.
beats it. I remember literally last year, I moved over here and started meeting guys like you and Bobby and Kevon Lee and Jack Sirius, all great dudes. And I got a big heart for my Midwestern boys. Like, you have a big spot here when I moved out. I was like, I
Thank you.
like this guy.
It was
Both.
kind of it was kind of hard to ignore you as well because that that hot dog vest you got on or the burger vest you got, it's very hard to miss,
Oh,
especially when
yeah.
you're at so many shows.
Absolutely, that too. And that's the thing too. I've seen so many shows upon arrival coming. I live in Iowa now. I used to live in New York. Quite a change of
Mm.
scenes, both wrestling and life-wise, but
I can only imagine, man. New
oh
York,
yeah. Oh
that's
yeah.
something.
But before I came out, I just did my studying on who I get to see more often. And I'm like, all right, who's this got over here in Brew City Wrestling? And I think what is it, Fourth Wall? I always miss
Fourth wall wrestling, yeah, that's it.
yeah, I mispronounced it once, and they were like, "It's Fourth Wall." I was like, "Ah, I forgot what I called it. It was something really stupid. I think it was like Four Eyes Wrestling or something." I was like, "Yeah, this one." But no, there's a lot of good Wisconsin companies, honestly.
There is. I think it's cool that in this particular area, Wisconsin and more specifically the Chicago area,
Oh
it
yeah,
feels like we've got shows every weekend in this state and Illinois,
it's
which
so
is
nice.
pretty true. Like it's the cool thing about being a wrestler in Wisconsin. Typically, every weekend has a show.
Oh yeah. That's something I've definitely learned moving here. I was like, oh, it is good because that's how New York was too. It was like every week here's this company and this company running shows, and here's this guy doing his thing, and oh, look, a Paul London seminar over here. And it's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it feels good to have that too, because I miss every weekend traveling up the road, going to go hang out with the pals and go enjoy some wrestles. But I love this question. Fan submitted question. I'm gonna keep them going. This one I like. I'm interested to know, Chucky Bates, and so do the fans. If you weren't a wrestler, what would you do for a living?
I don't think I have an answer for that.
I feel like you'd make a great magician.
More like the magician's assistant.
Hell yeah, but I remember last time I literally saw you, you whooped out the fucking the magic wallet. And oh, ever since I'm like Chucky Bates is a goddamn magician to me. But I'm
That's
gonna keep
funny.
I'm gonna keep the questions flowing, Chucky Bates. When we talk Wisconsin, I asked this to all the Wisconsin wrestlers. I believe that's where you're the region of where you
Yeah.
are from. I gotta know, Chucky Bates, what's your favorite cheese?
My favorite cheese?
Oh yeah.
That actually has to go to mozzarella. I'm a huge mozzarella person.
Hell yeah, and that'll now bring me to this one. What's your perfect pizza?
Perfect pizza.
Oh yes.
Uh, Whenever I'm at the bar and there's that pizza joint right next door, I always get the I think they call it the Meatzilla pizza because
I
it's
love that place next door.
oh yeah, it's so good. Yeah, you got all your bacon, ham, and pepperoni on it. I think that's perfect for me. I mean, maybe with a few green onions and a few other things, or I mean, green peppers and a few onions.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say the first time I ever went to that pizza place, they were like, it's the Shaboing Boing man. I'm like, what? Huh? Who? And they're like, yeah, you. I'm like, oh yeah. Cause I was, oh, you know me. I get so high at these goddamn shows. I have so much fun. I do. I literally walk into places and forget I'm wearing this. I've been doing this for 5 years. I just, this is just glued to me at points.
Yeah, that
But
sounds good.
oh yeah, they're just like the Shaboing Boing man, the Shaboing Boing man. I was like, man, I just want a pizza. I don't know what's going
Okay,
on.
next time you go into that pizza joint, I'm gonna follow you and listen to this.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta. Hopefully, it's the same crew because the second time I went, it was different people, and I was like, ah, hey guys. And they acted like it was just completely normal. But I also gotta know, 9 years up and down the road, Chucky Bates, what's your favorite on the road snack and beverage combo? What are some necessities you always got with you on the road? You're stopping at the Quick Trip, the gas station, you get these items.
Exactly at a quick trip.
Oh, ever since I moved out here, I
Yeah,
learned the fuck
everybody gets
Wawa,
addicted the first
fuck
time they go there.
sheets.
Same thing with me and Bucky's, if you've ever been to a Bucky's.
I've not, and I was told that Wisconsin's getting some, so
And I
that's
can't
gonna be
wait.
my chance.
I cannot wait for that. One thing I'm always getting on the road when I'm going to a show is either Gatorade or Body Armor, the fruit drink, because I need some sort of citrus in my system leading up to the show. Because I have toned down a lot of what I used to eat before a show. I used to gorge myself on all sorts of fats, but now I'm toned down a bit. So if I got nothing in my system, I definitely want some sort of citrus, like green apple Gatorade is my go-to because I love that
Oh
flavor.
yeah.
Otherwise, I'll usually get the tropical blend of Body Armor just because it's it's got a lot of vitamin C in there that I could definitely use for the day. But if we're also talking about snacks, I usually try to go with one of those three for protein packs, like the ones that have like the almonds, the ham, and the what else? What and the cheese.
Hell
I'll get
yeah.
the cheese.
Those are
I
oh, I
usually
love
get a
those are
couple of
always
those.
good. Those are some always good things to have on you. Really, you're keeping it
Yeah,
healthy in the car.
yeah. Every now and then
Okay.
I'll get a 2 pack of hard-boiled eggs just so I can piss off whoever I'm in the car with.
You evil, evil man. I like it. Because
Just
once
ask
you
Bobby
open
that
that,
one.
oh God, I already had him on, but now I'm just gonna ask him that after this. I'm gonna be like, hey, boiled eggs? But I got the speaking of Bobby, because that's someone you've definitely fought in the past multiple times. I gotta know Chucky Bates, and this is another fan submitted question. Who is on your wrestling bucket list of people you'd like to fight this year?
Okay,
This is that time. Call them out.
uh, I actually made a list of this just before 2026 dropped. So if you'll give me
Oh
a sec, I'm gonna
shit.
pull it up and I can name drop them right now.
I
Um,
also got promotions if you want to throw those on there too.
uh, ap- absolutely. Let me just pull it up. Where the heck did I put them? Let's see. Well, one thing I can definitely do is name drop one I've already worked off my bucket list for this year, and that's Josh Moon.
Okay.
Yeah, works out of the Illinois area, and I actually wrestled him and Zach Hendricks for my first match of 2025 or
That's pretty cool.
2026. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Uh,
trust me, I'm still writing 2025 on papers, so you're good. It takes me like a month to get used to that.
yeah. All right, I found it. All right, so I already name dropped Joshua Moon. Uh, other people I plan on or I want to work this year, and a good chunk of them I think I will because I keep hearing people talk about a few of them, but definitely Damian Walker because I worked with his dad at All Heel Wrestling when they were first starting and for the first quite a few shows. And I've seen how far he's come from when he started and where he is now. And he and I have talked before, and I really want to have a match with him.
Hell yeah.
The next person on my list is Ricky Norin or Ricky Noreen. Sorry,
The
you always
Reverend, we've had him on the podcast before.
yeah. I have worked him before, but only in an 8-man tag, and I don't consider that good enough. I mean, it would have to be a normal tag match. But still, I only got like about 30 seconds in the ring with him, and he and I have talked
Yeah.
as well. I'd love to work him in a match.
Nah, Ricky's a great, great guy.
And with all the ICW North dates coming up, I think I might get that chance this year.
Maybe. That's
Uh,
another place I want to go to this year. Someone actually, when I was at the Berwyn Eagles for GCW, someone gave me an ICW North flyer. So
nice.
you might see me at this. We may never know.
I better see you out there then. Um, Christian Rose, because I've been on so many shows with him in Chicago, and we never got a chance to go one on one or even interact in the ring. And I've seen him have so many awesome bangers, and I'd like to do that with him. Uh, got a few more, so I'm gonna just run through them real quick.
You're good.
Um, all of these guys I've interacted with so many times, and I've just gone through my head too many times. Like, come on, let's do it. Let's have a match. Justin Fowler, Steve Boz, um, AMB, Austin Michael Baldridge. Guy I actually train with, but I haven't had the chance to work him at all yet, is Keyshawn Cannon. And finally, Dr. Redacted.
Oh man, I would love to see you with the murder surgeon.
Yeah. He
That
and
would be
I
just craziness.
2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, he and I kicked off the ICW Insane Rumble, the same one that's about to start this month.
Yeah, I was planning on going to that, and sadly, I will not be there.
Yeah.
Work.
I only got a taste of what he and I could do in the ring, and I am very hungry for more.
Oh yes, I was gonna that'll might bleed your thirst for bleeding. But I also gotta know, Chucky, one reason I even love you more than the wrestling, more than the conversation we're having right now, is your entrance music. So I gotta know, what is the significance to your theme song and what made you want to use it?
There's not too much about the use of it that I can describe for you. It's just when I was struggling to figure out theme songs that would connect with me, I had a bunch of ideas in mind. I originally came out to the Hello Zep from Saw, and eventually I mixed that with Kahit and Cambria's Welcome Home, and I thought that was a better banger of a tune. I've been a rock and roll person. I'm not really a metalhead, but I am really big into rock music, and especially like hard beats to entrances. Case in point, Triple H. He has one of the best theme songs ever, and that's just one of the ones I think of. Also, what was it? Slow Chemical from
Oh yeah, Kane's old entrance.
Kane.
No
Yeah,
one.
from Kane's. Yeah, that
Love
that
that
one's also
song.
a really good example. But as I was just going through a whole bunch of different ideas, eventually I have an Avenged CD that I had in my car. And I was just playing through the album, and I came across This Means War, and I heard that song multiple times from WWE 2K15, I believe. Yeah, 2K15. And I didn't actually think it would be good as an entrance theme at first, but and then when I started to edit through it a little bit, because I did all that myself. Like when it stops at the
And then it does the
it just
cut.
goes straight
Yeah.
into the This Means War. Yeah, that was my
Yeah, your
idea,
own little
and it
thing.
kind
I
of
like
took
it.
off. It just took off.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say everyone at IC war. I'm like, oh, I love it. It's so good. You bring the energy every time.
That's always my plan because wrestling is meant to bring out as much energy as possible from its audience. I know it got that much out of me when I watched for the first time. Like
Oh
another
yeah.
person that I saw in that first show I ever went to was Al Snow. I don't remember who he worked, but it was some sort of street fight. Long story short, guy ended up getting tasered and put through a table,
Oh my god.
and that got me so pumped. I was literally jumping with my brother next to me. We
Oh
were
hell
literally
yeah.
jumping, and I'm like, I've never had that kind of feeling with unless it was wrestling. Like I ended up going to see a few SmackDown shows at the now Pfizer Center, but it was called the Bradley Center when I went, and I had the same exact reactions to those. And then when I eventually started training for Brew City, I had the same reactions when I watched the Brew City crew for the first time. Every time I go to a show, that's my goal. I want to get the fans reacting like big,
Oh yeah.
not from the big acrobatic moves or the other stuff. I just want them to be invested in what's happening.
Hell yeah. And you definitely do it every time. And speaking of, that's another company I want to hit probably in 2026 is Brew City.
You'll
It
have a good
seems
time.
like, as I'd say, it looks like it, honestly. Chucky Bates fan submitted question right here. We got so many good ones. I like this one right here. If you could portray a famous wrestler in a live action autobiography film, who would it be and why?
Oof. I think I would easily have to go with Mick Foley, and not because of his deathmatch stuff, but because of, well, all the things he did outside of wrestling and all the characters he also portrayed. Because a lot of people have drawn comparisons to me and Mankind, which I'm appreciative of.
Oh,
I don't want to be
yeah.
the second Mankind, but at the same time, I'm very flattered by it, and it's such an honor to hold that kind of mark at the same time. But yeah, it's just Foley. When he was young, he was an eccentric character, and when he got older, as he went into his career, he was still not just one. He was like three characters, four if you include just him.
Yeah.
And then you add all the stuff he did outside of wrestling that I also find just very endearing, which is his personality. Because I actually met him in person, and ironically, I teamed with Dysfunction on that show. And afterwards, he was told not to come to the back. Or we were told not to approach him by the promoter and booker. But despite only being paid for a meet and greet, he not only serenaded a newlywed couple inside the ring, but he also came to the back and sat down, and he personally asked all of the boys in the back to sit down next to him and ask him one question.
Oh, hell
And,
yeah.
and some of the cases he was asking us questions, which you just would not expect from someone as big as he is. And it's that kind of personality I find myself a bit attracted to when it comes to portraying a character or a biopic of a personality. I would love to do that.
Hell yeah. But I'm gonna reel it on back to the music. Chucky Bates, I gotta know if you could book your dream concert lineup, 3 to 4 bands or artists, you got access to anybody. What would the lineup be?
Well, I could name drop them right now. Breaking Benjamin, I love their music. Falling in Reverse.
Hell yeah.
Almost
I've
forgot
seen
them.
both of those live.
Yeah, I saw Falling in Reverse with Gunnar Wicks and Raven Radix earlier last year, and it was the best concert I've ever been to. But to continue, yeah, so Breaking Benjamin, Falling in Reverse. I'd actually be interested to see if Skillet would work in that fold. And and finally, The Killers.
Hell yeah. I like that. That is a solid lineup. Well, I
Hmm.
love. We are down to we're down to 5 questions here. Chucky
Awesome.
Bates, I gotta know, what's your favorite movie dash cinematic film?
I have different answers for all kinds of genres, but if we're just talking all time,
Oh yes.
my favorite movie is always going to be between The Shawshank Redemption and uh, and The Green Mile.
2 very solid movies right there. Nothing beats The Shawshank Redemption. Well, we got the last fan submitted question right here, Chucky Bates. A fan wants to know, what is your favorite sandwich? I love when a fan submits a food question. And it's not just me.
Oh, you hit me right in the feels because I don't live near the place anymore, and oh man,
Oh,
I want
I'm
to
getting
eat their
them riled
sandwich so
up.
bad, and they stopped selling them, so it's even worse. Um,
No!
but there was a cafe right by where I used to live down in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, and they served the best, and I mean the best grilled cheeses ever.
Oh, yes. I
Like
love me some grilled cheese.
it's either a grilled cheese or it's some sort of bacon tomato panini. But
Hell yeah.
this grilled cheese was something else. So they cooked it just like a panini in a panini maker, but this is what they did differently. It had tomatoes, it had like 3 or 4 different cheeses in it, and they made their own kind of mayonnaise or some sort of sauce that tasted like mayonnaise, and they marinated that thing in it. I
I love that.
I won't ever find another place that'll make a grilled cheese as good as that.
That is so that oh that brought a tear to my eye. That sounds so good.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Otherwise, you put some eggs with some tomato and especially some good bacon and put that in some bread and put it in a panini maker.
oh
We're just as golden.
we just got a panini press like lad. I can say last year, but it was in December. But it does me. That is my instant grilled cheese. Fucking 4 grilled cheeses in one go maker right
Oh
there.
yeah,
It's the
that's the stuff.
best. Well, besides consuming some grilled cheeses, I gotta know, Chucky Bates, any cool interests outside of pro wrestling?
Outside of pro wrestling, well, I am very much a fan of any and all kinds of animation. Like I've loved cartoons since I was young, and I still watch them today. Even the childish stuff. Like I find a lot of the stuff that I watched when I was young is a lot better than anything they're producing now.
Oh yeah, I agree with you there.
Like I grew up watching stuff like Dexter's Laboratory and what else? What else?
Hitting the fields, we're probably talking some Ed, Ed and Eddie, some
Oh yeah,
Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends,
I
your
never watched
Billy
that
and
show as
Mandy.
much as you'd think, but yeah, it was on a lot. I also grew up with shows like Adventure Time and Ben 10,
Hell
the
yeah.
original Ben 10. That stuff is the best. But
Oh,
my
the
dad
regular
also got
show.
me hooked on the real old stuff, like the really old Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry. What else? What
Just the
else?
Hanna-Barbera
Yeah,
series of all. Oh
especially like
yeah.
the Pink Panther and Popeye. Those were his favorites.
Yeah.
And I still go back and watch them from time to time. And nothing now compares to anything that was made back then, with the only
So
exceptions
true.
being a lot of independent animated stuff.
It's
Like my
you
current
are.
favorite shows right now are either The Owl House, made by Dana Terrace, and she did such a good job with that.
Hmm.
Even though the show was canceled, they had to rush into the finale. I still think it was perfect. It's either the Owl House or it's Has Been Hotel. 'Cause I love what what Vivian Madrazo is doing.
I was gonna say, so many of my friends have been telling me to get into that show, and I might just have to now.
I think you'll love it. It's
I
got a
I
mix of
really do.
everything.
That's what I was told, and I'm like, I love a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
But
it's more of a Broadway musical, but it's still got subjects and themes that guys like any anybody who loves that kind of stuff would just fall in love with it.
well, hell yeah. Well, Chucky Bates, second to last question. I
Right.
gotta know, what has been the most gratifying moment of your wrestling career so far?
Easily, it has to be main eventing Crusher Fest night one of 2021, I believe.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
yeah, 2021.
Well, goddamn. Always thinking
Um,
hard.
I'm sorry, I just can't remember the exact year because they're on and off. Like it's 1 year on, 1 year off, and then 1 year on again. It's bi yearly almost. It's weird. So I can't really remember which year it was, but the first time Crusher Fest decided to do 2 nights, it was me and Joey Avalon for the MIAW World Title, and I had already had my best match yet with Joey Avalon uh, in Thanksgiving of the year prior, and I didn't think it could get bet. I did not think it could get better, but and then they let us main event of the night one of Crusher Fest, and I just thought that was a full circle moment. I had my entire family there. Uh, it was such a hard yet satisfying match, and it even though Joey ended up winning that, I was beyond satisfied by the end of it. And when we had our rematch the next night, and I got my win back on him, I just it wasn't anything less than a perfect night. And the crazy part is, it was one of the toughest matches I've ever had, and it was the second match I had that day
Oh, damn.
because I was with ICW at at the Father's Day show in Drexeltown Square earlier that day. I teamed with Hornswoggle against TAU, um, Hua Ming and Josiah Vatsan. I remember that very easily. And I went from that match and then drove straight over to Crusher Fest, didn't even get out of my gear. I just
Oh,
put my
yeah.
pants over my gear and ran into the locker room, and the show was just getting ready to start.
Oh, yeah.
And somehow, some way, I had just enough energy to finish that match despite everything that happened. And I just feel like that you don't get more satisfying than that, at least so far in my career.
I love that. Well, Chucky Bates, we're down to the last question. The reason we have this podcast, Chucky Bates, the wrestling community has to know. What is your favorite kind of soup?
Oh man. Well, I can blame my mother for this. She makes a amazing squash pumpkin soup.
Oh,
I am
yum!
not a butternut squash or a pumpkin person, but yet anytime she makes this, I'm constantly going for seconds and thirds and fourths.
Well, hell yeah! Well, this is the time, Chucky Bates! Plug your social medias. Where can the fans see you next? Anything you want, tell the fans. The floor is yours for the 2 minutes
Absolutely.
that Zoom gives us.
Absolutely. This weekend, uh, I am at No Regrets Wrestling, and that's January 10th at the Bakersville Bar in Marshfield, Wisconsin. And as for later this month, you'll find me at the Insane Rumble at ICW at the bar on January 16th, Friday, January 16th. And and then following that, you'll see me at Mondo Lucha on the 23rd. Yeah, it's the 23rd. Yeah, you'll see me at Mondo Lucha on the 23rd at the Cooperage down in Milwaukee. And then finally, you will also see me the 24th at Bruce City Wrestling's 22 years anniversary show, The Rise to Honor 22.
Well, hell yeah! I'm gonna give that time to edit it. All right, Chucky Bates, any social medias you want to plug alongside all those great shows that you're gonna be at?
Absolutely. You can find me on most social medias under just Chucky Bates or Demented Bates. And in some cases, just Demented Bates put right next to each other. No
Hell
space.
yeah!
Otherwise, you'll find me you'll find me everywhere with those exact same logos, designs, and all that.
Well, hell yeah! Is there
And
any?
last but yeah, sorry.
No, you're
But
good.
yeah, last but certainly not least, the final show of the month of January 2026 that I will be working at. You'll find me at Midwest All-Star Wrestling on January 31st. They're calling the show Border Battle 3, and you'll find me at the 45th Parallel Event Center in Richmond, Wisconsin, believe it or not.
Well, hell yeah! Maybe you might see me there too. I love the Wisconsin scene. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like a
I know a bunch of
Michigan.
people from that show, all great human beings. I can't wait to be a part of their roster again.
Hell yeah!
And that will be at the Elks Lodge in Waukesha, my home show. One of my home shows.
I like that Elks Lodge. I've been there before.
You have?
Yeah, Insane Eight.
Oh, well, then you haven't been inside yet.
I've been in. No, I've been inside. I had to use the restroom.
No, I just mean for like for a
Oh, for a
wrestling show.
show. Yeah,
Because
no, I have not.
because Bruce City's gonna be in their banquet hall, and it's something
Ooh,
else.
hell yeah! Well, for Chucky Bates, I'm doing the hot dog.
And
Deathmatch
I'm Chucky
United.
Bates.
Soups, death matches, and all good things in between. I'll catch you on the next one.